For people who know me, I am a planner, so I plan in advance everything. Like for birthday parties, I would plan 6 months ahead, like that. So for Norah, everything was planned for her. But then, as they say, things never go as you planned. She was a surprise to every one of us. Norah, she came into this world 4 days early. I actually had an emergency.
I still remember that day outside the operating room. As I was sitting there, doctor mentioned that he's observed some signs of Down syndrome on the baby. When I held Norah for the first time, my first reaction instinct was like I was looking at for features and like signs or something I could relate to, right? Because I'm trying to join pieces here and there. Yeah, but I couldn't. I was like, she just looked like a baby to me. So then after all that hustle bustle, at the end of the day, there was a moment that I was able to be with my wife alone. So that was the time that I broke the news to her.
I was shocked. That was not what we had planned.
Yeah, definitely not in the books.
So immediately we started to Google, right? The things that Google would mention was, baby with Down syndrome, they will not be able to do this, do that. There's limitations, so many limitations to them. I remember the entire night, I was awake crying. When I broke the news to my sister, I remember telling her, you know what, I know I can do this because I have Benry, and I won't be able to do it with anyone else.
It did not take us long to accept that Norah would grow up with Down syndrome.
Once we have found the answer that, Norah, she's born like this. As long as we don't set any sort of boundaries for her, any sort of limitations, then everything would be fine, She's born this way, and that's how she knows. She wouldn't know it any other ways.
And I remember we picked Norah's name on the night itself. We named her Norah, which in Latin means honor, and in Greek it means light. We felt like we were chosen, like as if my wife and I and Myra, we were picked to be Norah's family. So then that itself felt like an honor.
I decided to start learning about Down syndrome, do research on, the diagnosis, on how to take care of the baby. Once I started reading up on that, and then, mothers telling their child has this, has that, she's suffering from this, she's not able to do this, she's doing that. That's when I was discouraged again. And then I was scared, I was affected psychologically also. So I decided, I will not read on all of this. It's only going to make me sad. It's only going to, make it hard for me to raise my kid. So I just started looking for parents on Instagram with, living with babies and child with Down syndrome. And I could see that, there were so many adults, especially with Down syndrome, who had achieved so many things in life. That's when I realized, things were going to be fine with Norah.
Yeah.
As long as, we don't limit her. We know that we will be facing a lot of challenges, but we are ready to face those together.
We trust that, that God has given us the strength. God has already given us the wisdom, the grace. So I don't think we specifically pray like, oh, please, please cure Norah or please heal her. Because to us, Norah is who she's meant to be. And she's been given to us the way she's supposed to be. Not by accident, but on purpose. There's a post that my wife made on Instagram, which kind of sums it up. And it goes something like, if you bump into me and I look tired and exhausted, it's because I have 2 active daughters and a business to run, and not because I have a baby with Down syndrome.
Today we know that this was all part of God's grand design. We are beyond grateful to trail on this exceptional adventure with Him, hand in hand, 1 chromosome at a time.